Part of this video is going to be me making sure this camera doesn't fall down. Hey everyone, my name is Reana, and today I'm going to be doing a 20 facts about me video. I thought about this because other people are doing it as well, and I'm doing this in a place where the lighting is decent, I guess. So basically I'm going to explain some general knowledge about me before we actually get into the facts. My full name is Reana Kirzten Cortez Villanueva. I know that's a really long name. I'm 16 years old. I'm currently a rising senior. I've just finished junior year. I live in the California Bay Area. But I was originally from Manhattan, New York City, and I kind of missed that place. It's kind of sad because my mom wanted to live in a place where it's more peaceful and calm rather than the big city. When I was little, I really didn't care where I lived because I just cared if I had a happy life, you know. And it's my dog in the background. Say hello, Oreo. Well, he's busy scratching his ear with his leg, but okay, we're just going to have to let him do that. I actually visited California when I was only 1 year old, and I didn't really know where I traveled to because I was still young. So I'm doing this video right now because I'm about to go to college next year. So I know I'm not gonna have that much time to make these kinds of videos while I'm in college because of course I'll be studying. Now let's get to the actual point, shall we? Yeah, okay. Fact number 1. I'm actually an only child. I know. I have no siblings. I'm forever alone. That is, I didn't know that feeling. It's kind of weird. When I was 8 years old, I asked for a little sister. But you know what? I've got used to myself being alone, and I'm okay with being alone. So fact number 2. Food I hate. Bitter food and some particular spicy foods. I like spicy noodles. That's the only exception of spicy foods that I like. Fact number 3. I almost always have toast with strawberry jam and butter after every meal. For example, lunch, I might have like chicken, but after chicken, I have to have something sweet. Having something sweet with protein is always good. Like if you mix the two together, it has a good feeling. Who was that? This is why I should have filmed in my room. But the thing is, this freaking kitchen has better lighting than my room. Alright, fact number 4. When I was younger, I used to take ballet classes. Yeah. I have a picture of me in ballet's clothing while we did like this photo shoot. I think that photo shoot with me in ballet clothing is when I was 5. But here's the picture. That was me when I was doing ballet, and it was actually an okay experience. The only problem is my arabesque. If any of you are dancers watching this, you probably know what that means, an arabesque. I can't do that. When I was younger, I couldn't do that, like extend my legs that long. Probably because I couldn't do the splits either, so I wasn't able to do that. The plies, they were simple. This was simple. I could only do plies and probably tiptoe, that's it. Other people would just be like, oh yes, I'm doing martial arts, boom boom. But I'm just like a graceful little human being. When I was 5, I was just doing this the whole entire time. Fact number 5. My dream major is currently a computer engineer. But that's on top of my other dream careers, which are computer scientist, software developer, and a mathematician. They're all STEM related careers, but computer engineering is on the top of my list. I want to work with technology as well. I want to develop something, probably create a game or create an app. You know, it's nice to experiment with technology if you're creating something. Fact number 6. I have a Maltese Chihuahua dog named Oreo, and you guys saw him in the video earlier. Come here, boy. So this is Oreo. He's 6 years old currently, and I don't know how many years that is in dog years. I think that's like 31. Say hello to the camera. Ah, you're so cute. Oh, snap. He's fat, but you know what? I still love him. Fact number 7. My biggest fear is all different types of insects. It's not just arachnids like spiders, but primarily the flying insects, but there are some particular insects that I don't like. You know that insect called the echinida? Echinida? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll show you a picture of it up on the screen. Yeah, those terrify the flip out of me. So this is me from the future, if you're wondering, and I'm currently editing the video. And I just looked up what echidna means. So it turns out that the term echidna is actually a spiny anteater. It's not an insect or any type of bug whatsoever. The term I was supposed to use for that green insect is called a lacewing. Yep, Alright, just to clarify that for you and continue watching the video. Also, crane flies. Here's another picture. This is a picture of a crane fly. They terrify the flip out of me. They're so big. And do you know those movements that make it's like this? It's like it's having a seizure or some particular kind of mental illness. There are some insects like butterflies and ladybugs which I like looking at, but only when they're outside. Because if they ever set their legs into this house, I am packing my bags and saying goodbye, house. Fact number 8. My favorite colors are magenta, yellow, and pink, but my favorite color palette is light gray, pastel pink, and white, because my room is currently that theme. Fact number 9. My dream house is, if I'm going to live in New York in the future, I want a high-rise penthouse apartment in Midtown Manhattan. But if I go to college in California, where I currently live, I want to live in like this mansion or a contemporary style villa. Fact number 10, my hobbies are singing, playing the piano, and even creating my own songs in the piano, and also editing videos, either the professional style like cinematography or vlogs. And actually, in piano, I was in a merit certification. That like determines whether or not you're going to go to the next level in piano. So for me, I started the merit of certification when I was on the piano level 3. And then I'm currently on piano level 7. Fact number 11. Okay, this is my most embarrassing moment. Oh no! My most embarrassing moment is when I was 5 years old and I was part of this dance recital. So, you know, we're all up on stage. Me and my ballet classmates, we were doing our dance that our ballet teacher lectured us on. What happened is after the dance, I didn't know where to go. The teacher told us to just follow her, but I was just not aware on where to go after the performance. So what I did is I thought we were supposed to go off stage. I made my way to the front of the stage and then went down those steps at the front of the stage, and then I heard the audience whispering, it's like, where is she going? She's supposed to go backstage. And I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to go backstage? Oh, I was thinking about that, but I was frozen because of the embarrassment I felt. And then some other lady in the audience said, girl, you have to go backstage. But I was like, oh, I thought we were supposed to go down the stage and go to where the audience was sitting. My ballet teacher found me just frozen on the steps, and I was basically carried backstage by my ballet teacher. Like I didn't know anything. Being carried backstage is like a sign that you're kind of immature. Fact number 12. My current summer activities are, I'm actually doing coding with Python, but I'm almost finished with the Python lesson. I'm doing this coding lesson online. It's actually pretty interesting. After Python, I'm going to do Java or JavaScript, and then after that, I'm going to do C++. And I know C++ is actually pretty challenging. I've heard a lot of people say it's challenging. I'm watching AP Calculus and AP Physics videos online. Well, I'm watching introductions to them. I know I'm going to take them next year in my senior year, and I want to watch them in advance so that I won't have a hard time doing AP courses when I'm actually in school. I'm about to also write my own song as well. I do like to write. That's why I'm kind of like thinking of writing my own song, to write about my personal experiences and what I witnessed over the past few years, especially my junior year. That was like a big change for me. I'm going to probably write about that in a future story I'm thinking about writing. So that's why I got really into writing, because you can write about whatever you want. You know, you can get creative. Even if a story is not real, you can write about it. You can like come up with your own characters, come up with your own plot twist. Fact number 13, and this is gonna shun most of you, but I don't drink coffee or soda or anything that contains alcohol. And I know a lot of people drink coffee at this time. Even a few of my friends drink coffee. And I'm like, why? There's so much caffeine in that beverage. And why do you drink soda? You know that contains a lot of caffeine and the sugar concentration is high. I don't drink alcohol. Or any other drink that gives you hallucinations, interferes with your mental stability, or even threatens your health. That's why I drink decaffeinated tea, and I drink water as well. Fact number 14. My dream vacation is currently Paris. I haven't been to Europe. I haven't been out of the country. And you guys are probably thinking like, oh my goodness, this girl is so boring. But the thing is, I have my own passport, and I'm thinking of visiting someplace out of the country. Europe is a must visit. I also want to visit Switzerland, but Paris is my dream vacation. I've always wanted to visit Paris. Fact number 15. I like to jump around while listening to music because I feel like every time I listen to music, whether it's like any kind of music genre, I like to jump around because I like to imagine I'm in a particular type of situation relating to that genre of music. So like, for example, if I'm listening to some kind of electronic rock music, I like to imagine I'm like a superhero trying to fight out my antagonist. It helps me imagine myself in that situation more than in real life. It helps me think about my thoughts a little bit more and how I'm inside my thoughts. My parents are really annoyed at me jumping while listening to music, especially when I'm upstairs, because they usually hear like loud banging from upstairs. Especially my dad. He can hear from like a mile away. I don't. Oreo. My dog almost knocked down the camera. I'm sorry. My dad's like, oh, stop doing that. I can hear banging from upstairs. You're gonna break the ceiling. Yeah, well, I'm just listening to music. That's it. If my dad is watching this, you now know why you hear banging upstairs. Fact number 16. So a few things on my bucket list. Visiting 7 continents, riding a hot air balloon, standing in 4 states at one time, riding a gondola, flying first class, or riding a private jet. I also want to see the northern lights in either Alaska or Iceland. Oh, one of my favorites. I really want to go inside a helicopter and fly over New York City. I'm going to New York City next month and I'm actually really excited. I know the cost is pretty high. I still want to do it anyway. I want to see what New York City looks like in an aerial view. And I want to see what Paris is like. So basically go on top of the Empire State Building. So basically go on top of the Eiffel Tower. 17. I actually used to participate in a non-televised fashion show in Nordstrom. When I was 10 years old, I got scouted at a mall to attend a fashion show in Nordstrom. When I was little at the time, I was like, okay, but my mom was like, you should go to the fashion show. You're going to be famous. Not really, it's non-televised, so of course not. My dad said he wants me to try too. So yes, that's what I did. I have pictures of me in that fashion show. My hair was a mess, by the way, so I didn't know how to curl my hair at the time. This was me when I was 10 years old and I was on the catwalk, so here you go. It's an experience to try. I quite liked it. 18. My favorite classes in school have always been math, science, and technology related courses. And math, even if I'm working with high valued numbers, then I can do it. That's why I'm thinking of trying engineering, because engineering, I've heard that involves a lot of calculus. Well, mostly algebra and calculus. Science, I like science because I like learning how things move, how things work, how does a particular object function this way. And technology, I've always liked technology and I've always liked the idea of creating my own app, of creating a website. 19. My favorite types of music to listen to are mainly electronic, pop, upbeat, inspirational, corporate, motivational, and uplifting music. I listed so many music genres, like what the heck. I kind of like listening to the beat of the music, especially when it's instrumental. I like listening to music with lyrics too, as long as those lyrics are not bad, like, you know, they talk about drugs or bullying or tearing another person down. I like lyrics that are inspirational, that give you a life lesson. I want to compose a song like that with inspirational lyrics. Like, the lyrics can say something like, oh, I'm hopeless. Transitioning to something that will encourage you. You have to end your lyrics with something that people can learn from. So like, be yourself. People can learn from that. And 20, things that make me happy. Accomplishing something new, trying new things, and learning from them. Because you can't just try new things without learning a particular aspect of it. For example, I'm doing coding. You can't just take coding and complete everything like, oh yeah, I'm finally done. You can't just complete something without liking it or learning from it, or applying your knowledge to any future creations that you want to make. It's gonna be useless when you complete doing something but you don't acquire knowledge from it. Like, what's the point if you're learning something but basically nothing comes into your mind? You don't comprehend anything. Alright, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. My phone is on 1%, so if you want me to do more videos like this, like me sitting down on a chair and discussing topics, then feel free to comment down that suggestion below. And I'll definitely be doing more of these if you guys want me to do more of these kinds of videos. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Oreo says bye. Right? Oh no, he's just relaxing. He's just looking at the window, looking for more birds to admire. Okay, goodbye.